It makes the up, not the
What's a
O.
We
wiggly line?
barely pot and we don't judge.
Nah, we judge. We
Judge.
judge.
We
For
absolutely
sure.
judge.
100%. If I tell you that I don't judge, I'm lying. And you can judge
And
me for that.
right. And we barely pod.
Right. Okay.
He said, "Never had it. I'm not cultured." Okay. Well, speaking of culture, Jay
Mhm.
Acosta is Dominican, so we can get into our first topic that Jay Acosta has prepared.
Did he
Okay,
prepare it?
here. I feel like I'm coming up on a presentation right now.
Uh
Oh,
huh.
okay.
Anyway, well, so it's kind of a terrible topic to speak
Dang.
about. I mean, it is. So if you haven't heard on the news, because surprisingly, it actually made it to American media, um, there was a collapse at a nightclub in DR. Um, this was, I think, 2 nights ago. So we record this on Wednesday, live. So this happened, I would say, Monday morning, and basically, it's a club that actually had a famous merengue singer on there who was performing, and all of a sudden, like pieces of the roof starts, falling down, and then before you know it, in the videos, you just see, the whole roof collapse. So I do have some footage here of from the Associated Press, and they um, you know have like drone footage of what it looks like. So give me a sec. Probably won't have the. Well, actually, we'll put the audio. There is no audio. So as you see, it's a very big club, and then just basically the whole roof collapses on those people that were there. Um, they've been slowly finding bodies and stuff like that.
Dang.
Um, and yeah, and a lot of it, you know, there was I guess a nearby neighbor who has been saying for a very long time that they need to, like, the city or whatever needs to come and like do the inspections and stuff because something was going to happen, right? There was a video of the inside, and it showed how, in most clubs, the big thing is like the stage, and then you have where everybody's like hanging around and doing whatever it is, right? And it's all open space, so there's no columns really, and there's nothing, right? And people were saying, well, the nightclub had put like a whole bunch of things on the roof. So they put like a new air HVAC system, right? And that stuff is like heavy. And this is like a
Yeah.
huge like warehouse. They have put big tanks of water, right? Because over there, water, it's not. How do you say, like, in America we have, like, you turn on the faucet, you're gonna get water, but in
Mhm.
DR that's not the case a lot of times. So they have reservoirs
Mhm.
of water, right? These are huge tanks, and they were saying how they had um, all these extra stuff. So they're I guess kind of saying, the weight of everything eventually was just gonna give out, and basically this is what occurred.
Dang.
So
That's
yeah, it's I know we've seen also, I think in the US this happened, like those buildings where the floor collapses under you, and then
on
people fall
stage.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, on stage and stuff like that. So unfortunately this was the opposite. You know, and the building material over there is like a lot of like concrete and like big bricks. So it's super unfortunate what happened. So yeah, that's about it.
What did you
Yeah.
post something that there was like a baseball player or something that
A
passed
what?
away too? A baseball player?
Sorry.
Oh,
Yes, there was a baseball player that was there. That, like I said, they had a pretty famous
it
American
was a big deal,
singer.
right? This show was a big deal.
Yeah, yeah, it was a big deal. And the baseball player who's a Hall of Famer, I believe, as well. I don't remember his name at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
Oh,
was
I didn't
also
know he was
there.
a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, yeah, he was also there. So, um, Yeah, super unfortunate. And I was also thinking, I was like, dang, like this is on a Monday, well, Sunday night, Monday morning. So like,
Nadie
what if this
trabaja.
was like a Friday? Yeah. What if this was like a Friday night or even a Saturday? Like, could have been way more people, you know, that were in there. So,
Yeah.
again, super unfortunate. I guess it's also maybe a blessing in disguise in a way where now, the Dominican government or even governments all over the world can maybe like look at their warehouses and these type of events and venues and make sure is there enough support on the roof or on the floors to prevent tragedies like this.
Yeah. That's sad, man. Because people went like to go have a good time, to go dance and celebrate, and then this tragedy happened. And I imagine that it was far worse. Like because usually like when something happens at the club, right? Like if it's a fire, like there's a problem with the pyrotechnics or something like that. Like people start running towards the entrance, right? Because usually that's the only exit you remember, right? Most people don't look for other exits. So sometimes people get trampled and whatnot. So I imagine that was probably a problem too. Do you know how many people fit in that facility?
I do not have that number,
It
but
looked
I
pretty.
just know that it's
Yeah,
it's huge. It's a huge
yeah,
place.
yeah. It
So
looked like you could pack a lot of people in there.
yeah, yeah.
It's
um
sad, man.
yeah, definitely. I'm trying to find that. There was a pretty crazy video of somebody that was literally recording, right? Because everybody was recording
Oh,
the
word?
guy.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
any footage. I just seen the drone footage.
yeah. I'm trying to see if I find it right now. um there was somebody literally right there, and then they literally point. It's like, hey, something just like a piece of tile came it's coming down, and then like 5 seconds later, you just see
Dog,
chaos. Yeah. um
that's crazy.
yeah, it is. All right. In the meantime, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and okay, here I think I see this one. Okay.
Yeah. Yo, why
All right.
Gregor Network say Jay can pass for a few races?
Yeah. All right. Here's the video.
Oh, this is inside on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah,
Too.
yeah. On
Oh
stage.
wow.
Yeah, yeah. Let me lower the volume just a little bit.
Oh, he called it. They're like the show must go on. For our audio only listeners or those who only speak English, he said something fell from the roof, the ceiling. Something fell over there. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that person was live streaming.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the reaction of the daughter, right? Papa, ¿qué te pasó?
Yeah, or I think she was calling him by his name. I'm not sure.
She
But
said,
either way,
Papa,
yeah.
no?
I didn't really hear it.
Well, whatever. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. Just
That's why I don't be going to shows, dog.
I mean, listen. It's definitely a reminder, anything can happen at any time. These people got ready, they got dressed, they did everything, to try to get there, and look what happened.
Well, it also makes me think, did they like pack it in, like go beyond capacity?
I don't know, so I really can't say. So yeah, I don't know.
What do
There
you
was
mean?
also
What they got
What
to
do
do
you-
with the roof, though?
what
They
do
had
you
no people
mean?
on the roof.
Yeah, what do you
You know
mean?
what I mean? Like,
Oh,
He just said
Well,
that.
wait, was it? I thought it was. Oh, it's not like they're not like upstairs or something.
No. It's all
Oh,
it's a
okay.
big
Oh,
open.
it's on the floor. They were just on
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, he was
Oh.
saying
Roof just
because
fell on
the
top of
club
them.
kept adding stuff
Oh.
like a HVAC and like water reservoirs and stuff on the roof, and so like one of the surrounding neighbors told them the city
Like,
needs to
plumbing's
come and
different.
inspect it because they've been doing a lot of stuff and it's gonna give out, and it did.
Yeah, and then on top of that, right inside, you still have
In the speakers.
the speakers, everything.
Oh, hanging the
And
lights
people
and
were
everything.
yeah,
Mhm.
people were saying also, could the bass and the vibration may cause something to or at least contribute, right? I think we
Or
could
the
say
last
we could-
straw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
last
it
straw
can
for sure.
contribute.
For sure.
So
Twin, stop.
what happened?
That's why
Creative where it says they laughing. Take them to the altar. Shake my head.
Well, I'm
No,
only laughing
11
because-
J's
Yes,
LA.
me.
stupid. He said that's why I don't go to shows. Like
Why would you
like
say
as if
that?
the roof's gonna fall at every show.
Listen, that's why I wasn't gonna go to Summerfest.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. That was the reason.
There was no other reason. It's just
Oh,
that
sorry, twin.
that the roof might fall.
Hey, you never know. That's why it didn't happen.
That's
That's
hilarious.
crazy.
But that is so sad, though. That's
It is.
That
crazy.
is really sad.
Yeah.
And unfortunate that that happened.
And I would sue if I was alive after that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There was also another report of the singer that you can see on stage there that he was about to come out with a Christian album.
Oh, he died?
So, well, we assume, right? Until they find the body, obviously they can't really say.
Well, praise
Oh my
God, he was a believer, man.
God.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So that's I don't know if that's factual or
Jeez.
not, because
Prayers up.
especially in Latin countries, they start making up all these things.
Mochicheros.
Yeah, like it was about to be a pastor like the next day or something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely sad.
Yeah, pray for DR, man.
Yeah, for real,
That's sad.
definitely.
Creatives Network said they laugh and take them to the altar. SMH.
Yo, Jay changed the whole mood, man. Oh hell, it's like all energized and everything.
For real. And that's like womp womp womp.
Right.
Well, listen, this is real life.
We
You're
could have
right.
we could have saved it to the end.
Right?
People
You gotta
think-
depth the whole
Right before the word of
I'm
the
just-
day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
he was like, nah, I'll go first. Let's go with
Jay's
my
right
topic.
though. Jay's right though. It's reality. There's probably stuff like that that's happening all the time,
Facts, though,
It's
facts.
unfortunate. Like that's somebody's family, Like
Yeah.
it's sad. But
It's very sad.
Kyle said hit that dislike button. LOL. Hit
Do
that
it,
dislike
do it,
like
please,
button.
Please. do it.
Kyle, that sounds like confusion. You said hit that dislike like button. Which one?
Hmm.
The Creatives Network said y'all heartless. Kyle, get them. LOL.
Well,
Anyway, speaking of all this contention against the ladies, as
God,
they like to say, the ladies, we
What's up
have
with all the
a
misogyny.
right. I
For
don't know all
real.
this misogynistic energy.
Alright.
We could pull up this clip that we have. Speaking of misogynistic,
Ooh,
I'm just kidding. I'll let you guys decide.
Yeah.
Your own opinion or make your own opinion on this clip. But we have a clip to pull up and discuss.
I didn't
So
see
And
these-
before,
it at all.
yeah, sorry. Before I play it, there is one word that they do use for those of you that are against cussing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're sensitive,
is.
so
It's
know,
there's
explicit.
there's
Yeah.
one explicit word. So if you have
Yeah.
your kids, go ahead and lower it when you play this clip, or
yeah,
that sort of thing.
exactly. You were gonna say something, because
Yeah, just a precursor. These two people, they are influencers. They like create skits and stuff together, and I guess they also have a podcast. And so this was something that was on their podcast.
Oh,
No
we got-
sound. Jay, we can't hear it.
He's like, I'm working on it. I'm working.
Oh, my bad.
He's doing
'Cause one-
sign language too.
Well, because one time he played the whole clip and we couldn't hear it, remember? And then he got mad at us.
Why'd you tell me?
Yep. He cussed us out
All right. After the show.
after.
all right, it's gonna take a little longer. So
Creative Network says former MLB players Octavio Dotel and Tony Blanco die in Dominican nightclub roof collapse.
Dang.
That is so sad.
R.I.P.
Jeez.
That's crazy, bro.
I think the article you had sent on the nightclub collapse.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? It said
Hmm.
100 at least 124 people were killed and
Wow,
another 155 injured
That
in
is
that
so
collapse.
sad.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It actually happened just at 12:34 a.m. Tuesday. So that was this morning, or no,
Yeah.
yesterday morning. So like, yeah, Monday night into Tuesday morning. Dang. All right, Jay, how we looking on that clip?
Right, because we can move on, man.
All
I
of a
think,
sudden, no, he
yeah,
got the
I think-
sound and everything for his video, but he can't get the sound for this video.
Right, sabotage. Sounds like sabotage.
Quickly, he got
man.
it quick.
Sabotage.
let me set y'all straight right now.
Okay.
Nah.
Oh,
So audio works well for StreamYard. We use StreamYard. Check the link in the description if you want to live stream like us. StreamYard allows you to automatically
10
play
bucks off.
audio on tabs. Yeah, you do get some money off on Chrome tabs, right? But I have the video separate, and then I have to share that. So that's why I guess the audio is not really clicking.
oh,
So,
okay.
Does that make
Well,
sense?
Kind
So
of.
would you
That
prefer
you
YouTube video?
sabotaged?
Yeah, if there was a YouTube video, that would be great.
Oh, my bad. I sent just
Yeah.
the video itself.
Yeah, you did. You did. Or tell me what episode it is, and well, he says he thinks his wife
I
isn't
don't
pretty enough.
know. I didn't save the actual video link. I just screen recorded.
She did her due diligence and was like, "I'm gonna record this and drop it," so we got the video.
All right.
Because I screen recorded a long time ago, like
Oh,
a
you had to
couple
do a
months
change
ago.
up. Okay.
And I like had wanted to discuss it on the pod, but we weren't on the pod, I think all of February or something. So then I kind of like, pushed it to the back, forgot about it. And then we didn't really have that many topics this week. So that's why I was like, I'm going to send it. And if they want to discuss it, we can. So I don't have the video clip because this was like.
But also, you couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah,
like, they deleted it.
It
and
took
everything.
us a while to find it.
Okay.
word.
Well,
So like,
I'm
yeah.
gonna keep working in it behind the scenes.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a backstory and then we could discuss the different races that Jay looks like. But so the backstory. Me and my twin saw this clip of this husband and wife on their podcast or whatever on Instagram Reels. And I sent it to my twin and we discussed it amongst ourselves. And then shortly after that, like maybe like a couple days later, they took it down. And you'll see why. Or, you'll see if it was justified or not, but they ended up taking it down. Oh, okay.
When the girl is gorgeous and pretty, it's 20 times more headache. Now hold on, because you fine too. Don't do that. But you a different kind of fine. Like I said, you the girl next door fine. There's a difference in both of them. Look at you.
I feel like you're gonna say you fine in your personality.
No. We have this, y'all. We have this talk all the time.
Your
I'm
personality
so happy.
is fine.
We always have this talk because it's so hard to describe this without essentially hurting Shan's feelings. Because like when I say like they drop dead gorgeous, it's almost like saying that Shan's not.
Yeah.
No, that's not the case.
I'm not a bad bitch.
Baby, you are everything in a bag of chips. All right, you are.
That's such an 80s compliment.
Oh my gosh. The
All that in a bag of chips, baby.
The thing about Shan is that I am extremely a lot more attracted to your personality than your looks. I know you probably don't want to hear that.
Yeah, that sounds really mean.
But those are the ones that we marry, right? There's girls that, as a man, that look amazing, that are fine. Like, damn, you look good. But like,
But that's it.
a mature man's gonna automatically categorize that as like a fun time.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
So why they take it down? Because she got mad? Because you said that?
People flamed him in the comments.
They flamed him? What'd they
Mhm.
say?
Basically that he was being disrespectful and that you probably shouldn't share those things with your wife because it can open the door for her to feel insecure about how he feels about the way that she looks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I want to hear from the men.
Well, it depends. Like, what was he saying? Like, drop dead gorgeous? Is that what he said? Or fine? I mean, whatever his like metric is, like, I don't know what he means by that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then he said she was like girl next door, pretty or fine or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what that means either. Like she's just like plain Jane. Like, I don't get it. I really don't know what he means. Like, as far as like. Yeah, but I agree with Creative Network. He was digging a real grave.
Like, would you say that to your wife?
Oh, I think my wife is fine.
No, I know, but would you say something like that to her?
Never, because I think my wife is fly. Like, when I first saw her, I was
exactly,
like,
and I think that was the point of the comment section. Or people like you should think like that about whoever you marry. Like, they are the finest thing on earth. They are like, even if it like, again, he was weird. First of all, I'm like, right. First of all, look like something before you even come at her, because she looks better than him.
That part
is how I felt.
Ooh, like he should look in the mirror.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because first of all, also he was talking like as if he's pulling these drop dead gorgeous women. And
Right.
like was like, oh yeah, if they're like, drop dead gorgeous, like, they're 20 times more headache. And it's like, are you even pulling them like that? They really want you and you don't want them back? Like, stop. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know like what he meant. Like his wife was pretty, but I don't. She did look like girl next door type. Like, maybe when she's done up, her dress and makeup and everything else, she looked like those girls he thinks looks gorgeous. But those girls like do so much, right? Like they do the makeup, they got the weave and everything, they got the wigs, you know what I mean? They do the lip fillers and the BBL and everything. Maybe, is that what the metric is? Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's his metric.
LNF said dead giveaway, buddy. Stop while you're behind. You guys said Creatives Network said this, Ninja digging a real grave. I would never. LNF said bring Kevin Samuels back. Everyone knew where they stood in 2020.
But it don't seem like she was trying to like act like she was something that she wasn't, though. She was just asking him like to clarify. And he was like Creative Network said, he was just digging his own grave. Like, like, you fine, you cute, whatever. Like, bro, you need to stop.
I think talking about these women and then turning to her and saying, oh, but you a different kind of fine.
Yeah.
Was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, what's that supposed to mean? How is she supposed to feel about that?
Yeah. I mean, she was right. She was right. Like, she's like, what did she say? She said something about her personality or something. I'm fine on the inside. But you know what? I think that goes a long way though, too, though. You know what I mean? Like, I think you can find both. I feel like I got both.
As you should. And I feel like I feel like it kind of goes back to the conversation with people just settle for anybody. Like, why wouldn't you want to feel like over the moon, stars, like whatever it is, like head over heels over the person that you marry?
Right. You're right. You're right about that. Because I feel like she settled.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like she settled. He didn't settle. I feel like because he ain't bagging those women he was talking about.
He trying to act like he is.
Yeah,
because he got a little pod that's popping now. No, she settled. and I don't
but
know
I'm wondering if they ever had this conversation before. Like,
but you said
he was saying on the show, we've had this. Yeah, we've talked about this, and it's hard to talk about this without hurting her feelings.
That's crazy. Then why would you bring it up?
Yeah,
and then why would they post like, yeah, it's too much.
Yeah,
he's trying to act like he's the one that settled.
Yeah, he has this metric, this image of beauty, right? The standard. Whomever that is, I don't know who that is. And she obviously isn't that for him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I can't relate. Sorry.
Right.
Okay.
Where did Jay Acosta go?
Did he leave?
He did.
Oh, he's right here.
How come you're not saying anything?
Because you guys are talking. I'm going here.
Okay. Go ahead, Jay Acosta. Share your piece.
Take it away.
Yeah, I thought what he
full
said
screen
was,
too. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Got it the right too. Yeah, I would say it was disgusting what he just said, to be honest. and she should feel some type of way.
Why do you think it's disgusting?
Because if this is supposed to be your wife and you're over here telling her that you're not like the like Cassandra was saying, like the most amazing thing, but your personality is nice, right? Or you're not a certain type of good looking, like, no, that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Facts, man. I don't know. I don't think that's a biblical view, man. Bible says, "Let her breast satisfy you at all times."
Yeah, but also they're not Christian, right?
So what?
They're not
That's
Christian.
word of the day.
You know what I mean?
He said they're not Christian. Valid.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was she a 10 pod? Was she a 10 chat? Was she a 10? Yo, chat, was she a 10?
It don't matter. She's not our wife.
Right.
Exactly. Is he a 10, chat?
Okay.
Well, that whole commentary brought him down to a 0.
Yeah, in the comments that were tearing him up, they were saying he's like a 2. Yeah. Like, why is he even talking about her like that?
Facts though, because like I said, I know my wife is fly. Like, I feel like she's way out of my league. So yeah, I am nowhere like, yeah.
No, I'm agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
I gotta go pray now.
No, your wife is gorgeous.
She is.
And she's cool.
And her hair is so beautiful.
Yeah, she's got beautiful hair, beautiful face.
And she is so sweet.
Yeah, she is.
Facts. You know what I mean? So like, I'm humbled. I would never be like, yo, like, you cute and all, but you're not like dropping gorgeous. Like, what? Oh no.
I just feel like insecure men do that type of stuff to like try to keep a woman down.
Oh, for sure.
And it's like, why would you want to be with somebody like? Why would she want to be with somebody like that? And why would he want to marry? Like, why would he want to have think of his wife like that?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Kyle says the girl next door look is what's up.
Creatives Network said, if you are single ladies on date night at the Cheesecake Factory, these are red flags. If any man says this to you, leave the bill and walk out.
Wait, I don't get it.
I don't either.
If you are, he's saying if you're on a date night at Cheesecake Factory, it's
like, what's wrong with that?
I love Cheesecake Factory.
If he says that,
you get up and leave. Yeah. So.
Yeah, leave before him because he obviously isn't content with how you look, so he's probably gonna like dip out the back. So you just dip before he dips. Like, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, and then you bounce, call an Uber or something.
For sure. All right. Well, we heard from the men on this topic. Thanks to
that's crazy that he said that to his wife with like a straight face, like.
And she's sitting there laughing.
You're all right.
And he's still alive.
You all right? We don't know because
no, they still make skits and stuff together.
Oh, so this might have been a skit. They might have planned
this wasn't. This was like their actual podcast. And then they ended up taking it. This was their actual podcast, and they ended up taking it down. Because I don't know what he thought. Like, that's my thing, is like, I don't know if in his mind he thought like this was normal or this was like okay. And so they posted it or whatever. And then when the comments flamed him, then they ended up taking it down because he probably wasn't expecting that sort of backlash.
I'm curious who he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like what girl?
Yeah, like who's this standard? Like, I mean, like who he had in mind, like when he said
like
that.
He was talking right. No, for sure. But he was definitely physically talking about physically because he was your what do you say? Your personality is way more attracted to your personality. And like, who wants to hear that from your husband?
And then she says, "Oh, but I'm not a bad beep."
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then he said, "You are all that and a bag of chips."
Yeah, 1980s. That's what she said, right? Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know what he was. Maybe he was talking about like the whole package and not just look for beauty. Maybe he didn't communicate that right. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because he did say that her personality, right? She had a great personality or whatever he said.
He said personality is the one that you marry.
Yeah. Well, of course. Yeah. For sure. Like, I mean, you
But
want to
he
marry
said-
you
But
as
why not
believers, you want
both?
to marry a godly woman. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Like that should be number one. Like for believers, I think you should marry a godly. That's like the most beautiful thing, man. You know what I mean? Because that's what you're gonna be with. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what he was talking about. Like that's what I would tell my sons. Like, yo, find yourself a girl who's like that Proverb 31. You know what I mean? Who's out there hustling, getting the bag. You know what I mean? Like, focus on the Lord. You know what I mean? She's not out here trying to be a bad. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's what he meant. I don't know.
But he said they're not Christian.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying if I was talking to my sons or something.
Oh,
You
sorry.
know what I mean? Yeah. Like, because she said I'm not a bad bee. And if we're talking about like bad bees, like, okay, well, that's a whole different story. Again, we talking about girls who's like, you know what I mean? Like doing a whole other thing, you know? And if that's the case, like, yeah, you don't want to get with one of them girls.
Stand up, mama.
Right, know your worth, queen.
For real. It's
Yeah.
crazy out there.
She should have exited out the building right then, you know?
Yeah.
And that filed for divorce, and that dude who hit her up on Facebook that she left on red, she need to call him.
Dang.
Valid.
Facts.
I'm just saying, like, because he still think, you know, he still thinks she fly.
Right.
I don't know, man.
That's wild.
I agree. But so speaking of value, the iPhones being manufactured in America.
Ooh, good segue.
The price of them may be increased because of that. Jay, do you want to talk about this topic?
Yeah, so everybody knows, right, with the current administration, we have tariffs galore, right? Tariffs are good, tariffs this. So iPhones are mainly manufactured in China and then shipped over to the US and it's sold to us, right? I'm sure we all have one, and if you don't, you're probably an Android user. But yeah, so the question is, because of these Chinese tariffs, right, which are like 120%,
crazy, right?
that could increase, you know, future iPhones to almost $3,500, right? So the question is, would you, and also to expand on Trump's tariffs, right? He's doing it so companies can come to the United States, build their factories, and then you know, create jobs and all this other stuff. So if Apple decides to create a factory here in the United States to create the iPhone, and the iPhone winds up costing $3,500, is that something that you, as an American citizen or American resident, okay with, right? Because you're providing a job for someone here, a living wage, and also you're not dependent on, you know, other countries. Or is it okay that you're paying, you know, let's just say about $1,000 for your iPhone right now? So what's more important to you as an American consumer?
Now you flipping the camera to us. Oh.
Whatever my situation is, like if I feel like I can afford it and I need it, because like since we do music, it's like compatible with the Mac, with the, you know, everything else, and it's really smooth to like send files and stuff like that.
Right.
If it's more beneficial to me, then yeah, I'll get it. But if I don't really need it, I might go back to the Android, because some of them I feel like iPhones are at a standstill the way that they're designed. Like they'd be, oh, new updates, but they're not really nothing. It's a new emoji, a new and improved emoji, smiley face. Like that stuff is stupid to me. I really do feel like Samsung has been bringing the heat with the designs of their phones. But it just whatever. I feel like to each their own.
Like, how could they zoom into the moon, bro?
Real talk.
If they be using, I think it uses like AI to fill it in.
Yeah, it does.
Well,
and satellites from Elon Musk.
I mean, I guess the same question still applies, right? Because Samsung is not an American company; they're a Korean company. So if they were to open a plant here, do you still want to pay 3,000, 4,000 or more?
What's Korea's tariffs?
Everybody is, well, yeah. So good point there, because Korea's tariffs,
yeah, China's is like the
are
highest.
just 10%.
going
Yeah,
tit for
China is
tat.
the highest. Yeah, correct. But if it does get to that case, right? Do you want to spend over $3,000 for this one item, one phone, right?
Mhm.
Among other things that are going to go up, or would you rather the price of the item be lower, but know that it's manufactured outside?
I don't know. It depends. Again, there's so many factors, because even some like Verizon, I know that they have like you can get a free iPhone if you extend a contract or something like that, like stuff like that. Different phone companies have different like little things, that contracts or stuff, that deals that they'll do with Apple or with Samsung or whoever, Google, or whoever. So I think I don't know. It depends. What about you?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
She don't know.
Well, what do you? Well, Jay, I guess, and JAEisLA, since you guys are infinitely smarter than I am on this stuff, what do you guys think about like the tariff situation in general? I'm seeing LNF's comment, like he says, short-term issue. The rest of the world will eventually relent and tariffs will be lifted, or BRICS and the world unite against us to crash the dollar. What do you guys think about like the entire tariff situation? Because the price of a lot of things is going to increase because of it. But do you guys see that as like a necessary short-term thing? Like, do you think this is a good thing, or do you think that it would have been better to keep things as they were with manufacturing overseas?
All right, I'll go first. So I'm in between, because I understand that America doesn't make anything, or the majority of things, right? Everything we get is from China. From this water bottle to this mic that I'm holding, it's all made in China, right? They are kings when it comes to manufacturing. So I understand Trump's idea to at least get these companies to come and build here, and therefore create jobs. But I also get the other side where, man, this is going to cost a lot more money, and people are already struggling, right? And that's not to say that people not going to go crazy while they're struggling and still buy $1,500 iPhone right now. But yeah, I don't know how long this can last, and I feel like the market kind of has spoken. And by the market, I mean like the stock market, where as soon as Trump announced like all these crazy tariffs, like it just sold off like crazy, because everything was just going to be more expensive, or will be more expensive, right? And then just today, he announced a 90-day pause, and the stock market has skyrocketed to levels I've never even seen before in one day. So that's kind of like where I'm at with that. What about you, Jimmy?
So I'm not a nationalist, so I really don't care about what Trump is trying to do for America. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a free market capitalist, and I feel like this is interfering with the free market. It's basically trying to like it doesn't create any type of innovation or ingenuity in the United States. It's basically just forcing people to buy American products, right? I realize that Trump is doing it more as a negotiating tactic, right, to bring down prices, because we are paying higher to go into other countries, and so I get that. China ain't playing, you know what I mean? They're like, all right, we're gonna charge you, but everybody else, you know what I mean, like, we're not gonna charge them or whatever. So this is more like a Keynesian economics strategy, which is um, the type of economics that the United States is built on. It's the whole like borrowing system. I'm more of a believer of Austrian economics, and I'm still learning a lot. And I recommend y'all like Google some stuff, and YouTube some stuff, and listen to audiobooks and stuff like that to really understand what free market capitalism is. This is definitely isn't it, even though like a lot of Republicans and conservatives say that they're for free markets. Eventually this will be a tax on American people. And I know that Trump is saying that or is rumored that he's going to get rid of like employment tax and everything else, the IRS or whatever. But this is a tax. You know what I mean? Like if China says like, you know what, screw y'all. Like we're gonna charge, if you're gonna charge us 110, we're gonna charge you 110. We're gonna sell to Canada, we're gonna sell to Mexico, we're gonna sell to everybody else. We're gonna make our money regardless. America's gonna pay for that because they're not gonna pay it. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be passed on to the consumer. It always is. Anytime the government has any type of tax, whether it's some kind of like license or registration or whatever, that's passed on to the consumer. Like that's not going to affect their bottom line. You know what I mean? And I think a large part of why prices are so high is not because illegals are taking your jobs. It's not because of China. You know what I mean? It's because, Trump printed $8 trillion. You know what I mean? So like Biden printed I think he printed almost double what Trump printed. You know what I mean? So it devalues the dollar. You know what I mean? Like in the 1980s, like the minimum wage was like $3 and some change. You know what I mean? Like gas was like $1. Gas is in Cali, gas is $5. Across the nation is like what, $3? What is it over there, Jay?
Under $3.
You know what I'm saying? So like just look at the price of gas. You know what I mean? How much it's increased. You know what I mean? And that's because the value of your dollar, you know what I mean, has decreased significantly. And that's because, all these presidents, the last 4-5 presidents have been just printing money, you know what I mean, and devaluing the dollar. And that's why, everything costs so high. It's not the illegals. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not China. You know what I mean? It's because we choose to like be on the system. You know what I mean? We're leveraging credit. That's really what it is, So for me, like, I'm not with it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, and that's also because we went off of the gold standard, right? So the dollar used to be backed by gold. You know what I mean? And silver. So it used to be that you could take you could take your dollar. It said that it was backed by silver. That you cash it out for silver, whereas you can't do that anymore. Now it's just like made up. Like it's just the value is what we say it is. It's like, word, okay. Yeah, so for me, it's like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, but it's working for him because a lot of people is like, we're gonna lower the tariffs or whatever, or it's like mutual. You know what I mean? It's like if you're charging us 10, we're gonna charge you 10 or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's working, but like nobody cares what like Mexico or Canada is charging us for tariffs. Like it's China, right? Because at the end of the day, like, we want to go on Temu and get camera lights and microphones and desks and everything else for like $5. You know what I mean? Like we want something that's cheap. You know what I mean? Like, but now with like, if it is manufactured in the United States, like what's going to happen? We're not going to get it for no $5 or $20. You know what I mean? Because what's going to happen is you're gonna have factories in the United States, and they're gonna be union workers who are asking for $25 and $50 an hour. So the cost of goods is gonna go up for sure, and so you're gonna be okay with that because you're gonna be like, oh, it's made in America, so I don't care. I mean, I don't care.
Clip this, please.
LNF said, short-term pain. We are the biggest consumers globally. If we stop buying, the globe goes into a depression. No one can afford that. So I expect someone to bend soon and smaller nations will follow. Creatives Network said, you have little faith. Now is the time to pray for increase. And then Creatives Network also said deodorant is $10. Toothpaste is $8. It's too late. It's already high. Tariffs or not. That's kind of how I feel, Creatives Network. Like personally, I feel like whatever the government decides to do, or whatever they decide not to do, whatever the price of anything's going to be, or whatever it's not, like I'm going to have to pay for it anyway. So like, really I feel like I don't really have a lot of say in whatever's going on. All I have is like my own personal responsibility of what I can do for my own life, and that's like the only thing that I can control, And then obviously I have the Lord to guide me and direct me and give me wisdom and insight, because wisdom's better than gold,
And
but
like Creative Network said, pray for increase.
Yeah, because I mean, what I'm gonna do? Go talk. Let me call Trump right now, and let me call Elon right now and tell them lower the price of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? What am I gonna do?
Whoa. First of all, Elon has been on the opposite of Trump. He's like, why is he doing this?
What did he say?
He's calling the dude that's in Trump's ear a retard.
Defend your man's, Jay. Defend your man's.
Yeah, but
I
don't know how to agree with that. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm saying I feel like living in California, you're just like that anyway. Like it's whatever it is. You know, people be like, "Oh, isn't it so expensive?" I don't know. That's how I've lived this way forever.
Right,
like my whole life,
right,
I've lived
right.
in California, and you just pay whatever it costs.
Yeah.
Like there is
Yeah,
no,
what are you gonna
like,
do? Not get
complaining.
gas? Like
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, I don't.
But
Really
I
know-
feel like
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like sorry to cut you.
No,
off.
you're good.
The gas is a little bit different, right? Because on top of the gas, you also have your state's gas tax,
right. Which is what a tariff is.
Yes, correct. But I'll give you guys this example, right? For the twins, you guys get coffee and you're posting your little Instagrams, you know.
Your
one of my
little
three-
yo, that's so disrespectful, man.
This is when I get it wrong. This is how I sound. You know,
I don't know. My twin made my little coffee today, so
yeah. But if you post what flavor or whatever it is, right? We get it wrong, like we get upset. But anyway, that's a different topic for a different day, right? You're paying. I assume, right? Let's just say, you know, between $5 to $6 in Cali for that coffee, right? But if you go to Louisville, Kentucky, and you get that same coffee, it could be $2.50, $3.
But who wants to go there? Sorry. Let me
Dang,
let you
she's
make
a
your point.
Cali
supremacist.
stan.
I am a California supremacist. Anyway, sorry. I'll let you continue.
Yeah. So,
Who does want to go there?
yeah, wouldn't you want your same cup of coffee to be $2-3 versus the $5 or $6 you're paying now?
I don't operate that way. Like, I mean, obviously, yes, you should be a good steward of your finances. But again, living in California, it just is what it is. Like, I'm not thinking, oh, Texas is $4 a cup of coffee. I'm not there. I'm here. Like, it just doesn't compute like that.
We kind of just go with it and accept it because we live here. So, but I mean, of course, if something's less, yes, I would love to, you know, be able to pay less for it and still be here for sure.
Right.
But I mean, I'll let you finish interview. Let you finish making the point that you're
gonna. No, that was the point. I mean, wouldn't you want your coffee to be cheaper if it's in another location and you're not taxed like crazy?
Yeah, that's the free market.
You know that you're in.
Right.
And some people would say, yes, I'm tired of freaking paying all this money for this, and decide that they want to move, and you know, they get more for their money, you know.
Until a tornado come and lift their house off the ground, and then they got like JAEisLA said on a previous episode where you pay $100,000 for a house, but you got 100 Venezuelans and Mexicans running in your back.
Oh yeah, Texas. Yeah.
So I mean, you know,
everything is definitely, you know, a balance.
Government just messes up everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
Like LMF says, no state tax, and Texas, like, wouldn't it be cool if that was the case for every state, right? Or like insurance, right? Like if you could, if Texas had better car insurance or home insurance, like wouldn't it be cool if you could just get a policy in Texas instead of like a California policy where like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's higher just because you have to deal with the companies that cover California only or New York or whatever state you're in. You know what I mean? Like, but that's not an option for you. You know what I mean? You can only the way the government works is you can only buy what they allow you to buy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I support black markets.
But even before this whole tariff thing, because corporations don't allow it to be a free market either. Disney owns.
Why though?
I just feel like small businesses are eaten up by these corporations.
Why though? Because government allows them to.
That too. So you do want them to intervene, or you don't?
No, I don't. What I'm saying is the government allows these corporations to do those things. You know what I mean? Because they're protected entities. You know, the reason why Disney can do what it does in Florida is because they have they have deals with the government. They sign contracts with the government for like, contracts for like 50, 100 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they can do whatever they want in their land. Like the government protected them. So that's why they're allowed to do that.
Wait, aren't they under the crown in
Yeah. You saw the same meme I did.
What's that mean?
You shared it.
I shared it.
I think you shared it.
What is that? Under the crown? What does that mean?
I think the state of Florida wanted them to pay taxes or something.
So I don't really remember the details.
Or they wanted them to not be able to tax or something like that. And then Disney basically showed them the contract that they're under the crown and that they're allowed to basically be separate from the state of
sovereign.
Florida.
Yeah, they're sovereign.
I'll throw tea in the harbor right now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, LNF.
But yeah, that whole monopoly type stuff like makes me so angry. That's why I hate conversations like this because it just makes me so angry.
Well, hit the thumbs up because I hit the thumbs up, right?
Let's all just
like an animal.
Like an animal, Jay.
Frick.
That was a really good segue.
Yeah,
unless you guys have anything more to say on this topic, you have any more pent up anger you want to get out?
No.
Anybody?
Nope,
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So she was ground like an animal, and the reason why Jay said like an animal is because they were called dire wolves, I believe, that were extinct, and they were actually brought back recently. So
that's
Jay,
crazy.
you can share the story.
That is really crazy.
Yeah, hold on, let me get
immediately when I saw that, because I saw the thumbnail last night, I was flipping through YouTube because that's like the first thing I do when I get home. Is like I just go through YouTube and I saw the thumbnail and I was like, "What the heck? This is Jurassic Park, bro. We dead. We are so dead. Like it's a wrap for us."
JAEisLA. I mean, not JAEisLA. Jay Costa's gonna pull it up, but
So here's the animal they brought. So this is the account for the company that did this, Colossal Biosciences. It says for our audio-only listeners, we're Colossal Biosciences, the de-extinction company responsible for bringing back the first animals from extinction. Our dire wolf pups, Romulus and Remus.
Romulus and Remus.
Okay, Romulus and Remus were born on October 1st, 2024. Watch these pups grow up on our YouTube channel, which is linked in their bio. These two wolves were returned from extinction using genetic edits derived from a complete dire wolf genome, meticulously reconstructed from ancient DNA found in fossils dating back 11,500 and 72,000 years. This achievement is the result of years of pioneering science, tireless innovation, and unwavering dedication. It marks a major milestone not only in our company, but for science, conservation, and humanity. With the birth of, what were the names again?
Romulus and Remus.
Yeah, the extinction is no longer theory, it is reality. There's more work ahead, but the moment redefines what's possible for the planet's future. And
yo, Ninjas is playing God, bro.
Alien wolves.
I'm gonna be in my hyperbolic chamber. Beyond 50 years.
You mean hyperbaric chamber?
Whatever. Yeah, that joint. Whatever that joint is, I'm gonna be in there.
What's the point?
So what?
Of bringing them back?
Because they can. They're alien. They're like not real, right?
I mean, they're
fused with what?
Nah.
It says they just sliced up the DNA.
No, we don't want more, bro. He said want more. Nope.
They took the DNA.
No gracias.
But I don't know.
They mix it with?
I don't know.
To become an actual being.
I think they just sliced it up. For real. Because it says just genetic edits. But I don't know. They could have put someone else's gene in there or something. Another.
Oh.
But I don't know. But I just feel like, what is the point of doing this?
They bringing dinosaurs back, man.
Just
for what?
Just cause, and then maybe I don't know, offer a service to bring your loved one back somehow, some way.
As a baby?
Maybe.
What's the point? Like,
Right.
I just, what is the point of this?
Money.
What's the
That
purpose?
it's possible. Yeah. To see
But
that
like,
it's possible.
for, like,
Money.
like of all
You know.
things, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like this is like saying, like, my fingernail fell off, and I can listen. I've been working on this project for a long time. I could bring your fingernail back for what?
They think to prove, like,
I
to
think-
push technology forward or whatever.
Yeah. There's an industry.
Oh.
There's an industry, right, in well, finance particularly, is genomics, right? Where it's the editing of a gene, right?
Mhm.
And a lot of these companies, what they focus on is like, cancer research and all this other stuff. And they say, if they can pinpoint your gene specifically and can pinpoint where the cancer is, that they can edit and delete it, right? And then the opposite of that is maybe they can create, let's say, a organ of yours, or something that you have lost. So that's also another purpose for.
I mean, but then
Now,
do that.
Are they starting now? With bringing, like, I guess, animals back from back in the day. I don't know what that point is, but it's, I guess, to show the science behind it.
But
I thought they
just
said the
feel like-
world was overpopulated. Like, why are they trying to save people and build back new organs and stuff like that? Isn't that why they launched the COVID vaccine and everything else?
And they already have the cure for cancer. They just want they don't
They
want to
created
make it.
cancer,
Right.
didn't they? Like,
Mm,
But like, why
Yeah,
this?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, bring the organ back then, if that's what you're gonna do.
Not the
the
wolves.
Bring the
I
church organ. I'm just kidding.
bunch of junk.
Yeah, like why are
Buffaloes.
you bringing some random wolves back from extinction?
yeah, wolves are. You're
What is
right.
the
Like,
point?
what purpose? What purpose do those wolves serve? Like,
I can't eat them.
right?
Let me ask Grok. Hold on.
Can you eat
Bring
the wolf?
some wagyu.
Did somebody tell me
I'm
what's
saying,
the
that's why I said
point?
buffalo. You know what I mean?
Buffalo. Remember when we said buffalo? Was it buffalo? Bison.
Bison. Yeah,
Bison.
bison burgers. Fire.
Fire.
Like Catalina.
No, in Denver.
They got him in Catalina.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. They actually, because they shot a movie over there,
Uh-huh.
and they had the bison, and they just left them there. And so they started having babies, and so now they have like a bunch of bison.
Wow.
So they kill them, chop them up, and make burgers out of them.
Mm,
They're really
Nice.
good.
poor things, but they make fire burgers.
Right.
Or
I don't know. Because they're getting chopped up.
All right. So
the purpose.
I know.
Is it bison?
Bye. Yo.
according to Grok, it says the reason why Colossal Biosciences brought back the dire wolves was, number one, scientific breakthrough and proof of concept, right? It says here they wanted to demonstrate the potential of de-extinction technology by getting the DNA and CRISPR, which is gene editing, and modify the gray wolf DNA.
So they did take Grey Wolf.
Yeah. The next is conservation applications, supporting endangered species. The third is ecological and philosophical goals. And the cultural and public engagement. The fifth one was commercial and strategic interest. They're probably going to go public soon.
None of these things
you
sound
investing?
like.
Say again?
You investing?
Yes, I personally invest in.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I don't invest in them, but I do invest in like gene editing companies.
Oh,
Yeah.
wild, son.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. You got to get it how you live. But I was going to say, none of these reasons sound substantial to me to bring these two wolves back. Seems like a waste of time and money to me. It does.
LNS says
Like,
they're bringing back Leviathan. And Nephilim. He said some construction companies going to bring back Nephilim. So they could build the pyramids?
Oh, have you guys heard about like that? Those like rods or whatever under the pyramids?
No, what happened?
I mean, I don't know the whole thing, but I know that there's like underneath the pyramids, there's like these like cylindrical rods or something like
What they do?
underneath them. I have no idea, but they've been there apparently. like this whole time.
What?
I don't know. You look into it, JAEisLA, and you tell me what's going on. But anyway, this whole thing sounds like a waste of time to me. Like, I don't understand the point in bringing back animals that are already extinct, just because like if the like ecological system has gone on without them, why do you need to bring them back? Like, I just don't get it. I think that's pointless and a waste of money and time. But that's just me.
Like, why not like these like why not like bring back like these like chickens, right?
Yeah,
like, this big breed of chickens, right? Like
my twin said, something you could eat.
Yeah, like some like prehistoric fish that you could eat, you know, that just grows like something that like
there's a point to.
Like, what's a wolf gonna do, bro? Like, that don't make no sense.
Doesn't make any sense to me at all. But
maybe it was just the easiest to
see, but then say that. Then say that. That's
know?
not a scientific breakthrough. That's you cutting corners and doing low hanging fruit. Do something that's like, substantial.
They gonna end up with a chupacabra. Watch.
Okay.
That's what's gonna happen.
I actually think the chupacabra was somebody seeing a kangaroo, like that ran by. I think it was just because the way they describe it sounds like a kangaroo.
But they don't got kangaroos in Puerto Rico.
But it could have been at a zoo or something. And that could be why somebody thought like they never saw one before. And then they were like, oh, chupacabra,
So they have a military base where the chupacabra was seen. They have a military base. No, for real. They like dead ass. They have a military base there where they do like supposedly they do experiments there, but it's like any military base, they don't allow civilians in there or whatever. But that's the theory. It's right there in Puerto Rico, and I think the belief is also because the government did a lot of experimental bombing on an adjacent island in Vieques. Where there was like a lot of radiation. There's like a lot of bioluminescence and stuff like that, which they attribute to like whatever bombs the U.S. government was testing over there. So it could be a kangaroo that got exposed to that radiation. And now he's all like, all.
But he's fast. He's fast.
Yeah. Because he's like the Incredible Hulk now. You know what I mean? He's like been exposed to that radiation, so he's like,
superpowers.
Yeah, I forgot what the name of that base was, but there is a base in Puerto Rico where they allegedly are doing experiments.
But how did they get to Mexico?
Did they see him in Mexico? Because I thought
that's the only tradition that I know it from is from Mexico.
Oh, I only know them from Puerto Rico.
Oh,
yeah, I learned about it from Mexico.
Really? Oh, Primer Impacto. That's what y'all heard about it?
Basically.
But my Spanish teacher when I was in 6th grade, she swears up and down she saw the chupacabra.
Yeah.
She was kind of weird, but yeah, she did. She really swore up and down, like she's like telling the story, like she really saw it.
That's crazy. You know what's crazy is Los Niños de la Tierra. Have y'all seen that? They're like these little bugs, and then they stand up like on two, and then they cry like a baby, and they got this big head. They look like. Google the picture.
I actually think I have seen something like that, but like a different tradition again, like people calling it something else, like in the woods or something. But I'm like, okay,
these are demons.
I was gonna say.
Oh, you looked it up? You looked it up? Oh.
But it sounds like it. For what the
Chupacabra could be a demon.
Aliens
could be a demon or a U.S. experiment, which some people believe.
Like, I mean, I know we didn't plan to talk about this type of stuff, but like, have you guys seen those videos where they're like, if you hear whistling in the Appalachian Mountains,
no,
like don't react to it, you just leave?
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
No, what is it?
No,
I guess I don't know. Like, I looked it up and was like, what the heck? And they were like, literally, if you're like in the Appalachian Mountains, like camping or like hiking or whatever, if you hear whistling, they're like, turn around and just like slowly leave, but don't react to it at all. Like. But I don't know. I don't know what they're saying it is, or if they're saying like that there's people in the woods that be killing people or something like that.
I don't see anything yet. That sounds like a rabbit hole on TikTok.
I did see it on TikTok. Let's see. Elena says skinwalkers. I think some people do say that that's what that is. But it's funny to me that like wherever you go, excuse me, people have like their little versions of like
yeah
folklore.
Yes.
Yeah, because in Mexico they have
La Llorona.
La Llorona, and in El Salvador they have La Ciguanaba, which is very similar thing. She lost her kids in the river, and she goes and she cries, and she's like this. She looks like those baddies that dude was talking about in the podcast.
You're so stupid.
For real. That's what they say. And so then like dudes like see her, and then they like try to step to her, and then they end up crazy, and she kills them or whatever. If they if they survive, they're crazy, but she ends up killing them or whatever. Yeah.
They have one in the Dominican, Jay, a version of it.
I don't think so, but when you guys said La Llorona, that reminded me of the song from the Disney movie Coco. Is that what she's
she Mexican?
Sing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the movie is Mexican.
Yeah. Then yeah, that's what she's talking about.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's a demon.
No, it is. It is. I was gonna say, first of all, I think all these things are demons low key, but La Llorona is for sure a demon because they'll be like, "Oh, she was in my room," you know what I mean, like that sort of thing. Like I woke up and she was in my room, type thing. Like, bro, that's a demon. You know.
Elena says, "Sounds like a Kardashian."
Dang.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yo, I'm intrigued by this Appalachian whistling thing, man. Like,
please look into it and you tell me, and then also look into the cylinders under the pyramids and you tell me what's going on.
Let me look that up too. Cylinders in the pyramid.
Next week, have a
full report.
Have a breakdown. Tell us what's going on.
Full report, yeah. With some PowerPoint, so we can
I go through these like rabbit holes, right? And like I spend like hours, weeks, months, like going through. But for me, like to communicate everything that I've seen is kind of challenging. Like for me, I could send you like a video or something that'll explain it better than me. You know what I mean? Because I just don't have that skill. Some people do. You know, like where they could just watch a video and they can spit it right back. Voss is like that. Voss can like read something, he could watch something, and he'll spit it like from memory, which is wild to me. I don't have that talent, man. But I'll forward a video to you. You know what I mean? This cylinder thing is crazy though. 2,000 feet deep beneath the pyramid.
I told you.
And this joint, this is legit. Like it's not a conspiracy theory. This is like for real, for real. Wow. That's wild. So that's like for the aliens, right? So
or something.
Yo, why is it that like people can like truly believe that Mexicans built the Mayan and the Aztec pyramids, but like people don't believe that Egyptians built the pyramids?
Because they're racist.
You know what I mean? Like it got to be, if for sure it was aliens. Like why?
That's wild.
Like why got to be alien? Why couldn't the Egyptians build them? Like, but Mexicans could build the pyramids over there in Mexico.
You know, Mexicans can build anything.
That's true. That's true. They can. They really can.
So, yeah. Creative Nigga says, y'all do your taxes yet?
Taxation is theft, bro.
I was actually waiting for the IRS to get banned, so I don't have to do it. But
no, I haven't.
No, I was waiting for a particular form, but I got it now.
I'm waiting till Saturday.
Y'all are on your Lauren Hill right now.
Why?
She did time for not doing or some tax evasion or something like that.
Oh, that's wild.
Really?
Yeah. So did what's your man? Wesley Snipes.
Ooh, is it that
Fat Joe did some time too? Fat Joe did some time too for tax evasion.
Ooh. You did?
Dang.
Well, taxation is theft.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro.
Ain't that how one of them drug lords got caught, right?
Ooh.
I don't remember.
Mobster.
Yeah, or Mobster, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't doing his taxes. I don't remember which one, but
like he had money to pay his accountant to make it look like, you know what I mean, it is what it is, and unfortunately he got.
Dang. Sucks.
He didn't pay the right person.
Nope. Sucks. Do you guys watch? Okay, sorry, never mind.
What?
Watch what?
Do you guys watch Godfather of Harlem?
I haven't
Never heard
finished
of
it
it.
yet, but I've watched most of it.
The new season's coming in. I'm so excited. It's because you guys are talking about mobsters or whatever, and that's basically
What
drugs,
what
mafia
platform?
stuff.
What platform is it on?
MGM Plus.
Oh, excuse me. Share the logins.
So Elon.
Okay. How many seasons has it been already?
3. So
Oh, okay. So
on their
not bad
fourth
to
season.
start. Yeah, not bad to start. Once you get to like 5 or 6, it's like I don't even know if I want to start. You know?
True. Very true.
All right. Cool. Does it take place in like New York or what?
Harlem.
Oh yeah, New York.
Yeah. In the 80s.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay.
No, way before that. Was
Really?
it the 80s? No, it wasn't the 80s, was it?
It was when it was like Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's
my
like
bad.
60s,
Oops,
70s, no?
my
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
She's like,
Jeez,
all I
my
know was
bad,
the
you guys.
1900s.
My bad.
All I know was the 1900s, bro.
You know why?
Long
I'm
time
thinking
ago.
80s because I'm thinking of
Frank
Snowfall.
Lucas. Oh.
Snowfall. And
Oh, yeah.
that took place in the 80s where the drugs was popping.
Yeah.
Is it about
And-
coke?
Yes.
No, this is about smack, ain't it?
It is at
Probably-
first, but then
Mhm.
they start selling coke, and that's why I was kind of like confused.
Oh, when he started messing with the Italians.
The French actually, but yes.
Oh, I haven't got to the French yet. Okay. I gotta catch up to speed. I don't remember the French.
Very small portion of the show. Remember the black guy? He was
Yeah, I remember now.
him.
Yeah, I remember now. It was a girl too, right?
No,
No?
from France. No,
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of another show.
Probably. So anime and mobster series.
Yeah,
yeah,
Raising Cane.
Raising Cane's.
Yeah. Raising
food?
Canaan. Raising Cane.
Oh! Isn't that a show? Old show?
Mm-mm.
How many seasons?
got a new season.
Oh, that's why I've been seeing it around.
But did you guys watch Severance?
Yes.
I haven't caught up yet.
I haven't caught up either. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the new season, but I'm on like in the second episode.
You
Got
missing
it.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the season kind of like was slow, but then when it picks
first
up,
one?
No, the second season.
Okay.
I feel like it's kind of slow, but then when it
A lot of people think the show is slow. At least with the first season, a lot of people thought it was slow, but I didn't think
I thought
so.
it was slow.
I liked it.
I didn't feel like the first season was slow.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
This season was.
It was.
Okay.
The Last of Us next week. Godfather of Harlem next week. Did you guys watch Love on the Spectrum?
I want to.
It's so cute. It's really precious. Dope Thief. That's on my list.
I haven't seen that.
That's on my list.
Haven't heard of it.
There's this show on Apple called Surface. Season 2 is pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay. All right.
White Lotus. Do you guys watch White Lotus?
I
Sorry.
haven't seen that yet.
No.
Season
have
3
not.
is out.
Nice.
Okay, I'll let you go. I'll let you go, Jake.
No, I was gonna say if you guys, because you guys were talking about shows, I was gonna insert a joke about, but have you read your Bible or something like that. But
That's actually.
have you guys seen the new season of like The Chosen?
I'm upset because last year I freaking missed it because they show them in parts in the theaters, but they only show it for like a week at a time. So if you missed it, you missed it, and I missed it. I missed the first. Yeah, so like it was like the first 3 episodes were in theater last week, and then the next 3 are in theater this week. But like if I already missed the first 3 and I can't go back.
Oh, they don't show them. They don't stream them.
They will after they finish the theater premiere. So it's like.
So are they doing like for Easter Sunday, like all the episodes?
Yeah, I think they're leading up to. They're doing 3 parts, like so they're doing 3 episodes at a time, leading up to Easter. I think.
What? I got the AMC pass too. Let's go.
But I'm mad because
you're not gonna be able to watch.
But you know what? I think they are doing like a binge version of it, but I don't know how long that's gonna be. Gonna be at the theater all day.
Let's do it. I didn't know they did that though. I just
they did it last year too.
House of David.
I heard that was really good.
I liked it.
The maker of The Chosen actually said it was really good too.
Oh, word?
He did.
I haven't seen Chosen.
Oh, you haven't?
Mm-mm.
I love The Chosen a lot. A lot.
All right. Good. What else we got?
Anything, anybody? Elena said this is your topic, Kyle. Hilarious. Rebuke them all. Oh, because all the shows. That's hilarious.
He's mad he can't hit the thumbs down more than once.
Right. He can't. He could unhit it and then hit it again.
Let's go.
I'm surprised that Kyle even watches sports, to be honest with you. Then again, honestly, I was surprised that Marcus Rogers watched sports. I don't know why, but I was when he was like right there with y'all in the sports conversation. I was like, oh, I was kind of surprised. But anyway, that's all I have to say. Does anybody have anything else to say about anything?
Did y'all watch Adolescence?
Yeah, it was stupid. Don't watch it.
Really?
Yes.
Stupid. Okay.
It was very dumb.
I heard
At
it-
first,
like-
the
that's
first
like Jimmy's
episode,
top
they
5.
reeled me in.
I haven't
and
watched
then-
it yet. But I heard it's good. So this is interesting.
lied.
you saying They lied.
They lied.
They
They
lied.
pulled the rest
They
off.
did because they're like, oh, the last, episode was cinematic because it was a full on like 30-minute. You know how they keep one scene going?
That makes me dizzy.
It pisses. Well, they didn't keep going like that, but it's like just one. It seems like it's one take,
One continuous take.
and
Yeah, it makes me
it's
dizzy.
boring. I was
Boring.
like, bruh,
It
this
just
is
makes
so
me dizzy
boring.
every time they do that.
Yeah, but watch it at your own discussion.
Okay.
You might like it.
Okay.
I just feel like
I
I couldn't
will,
get that
so.
30 minutes back. That hour back. I regretted it.
Mm,
So
I'm sorry, Twin. I'm sorry.
it's fine.
That's hilarious. All right. So The Last of Us.
Oh, did you guys watch The Residence?
No.
Bizzle's son, the one that Bizzle's son's
I
on.
just saw the
Or is
scene
that
he
what it's called?
posted.
The Residence?
Something like that. Residency or residence, something like that. I don't
I
remember.
thought that was cool.
Never heard of her.
No, never heard of her. LNF said every episode is one take.
Oh, where?
I did think it was cool how they, because at the end of each show, I think end of each episode they do like behind the scenes type thing. When they did the school shot with the drone, at first they had like the body camera and then they had a drone overhead and then it took off. That part was cool, but Baby's Kids is better than Lion King. That's funny.
Facts. Did y'all watch Paradise?
Yes,
That's a
so
good-
good.
They got a new episode, right?
No, the season already ended.
Mm,
I don't know why, but I feel like TNC should come out with a TV movie
Review.
separate
segment.
review pod thing, because y'all be watching mad stuff.
I do.
Brooke Nam said, yo, what's good, Saints? Have y'all watched Silo Super Fire?
Yes.
yes.
The last season that just did though, I've only watched like 4 episodes. I kind of have to watch it at home though, because most of the stuff I'm at work. That sounds crazy. I'm just letting it play at work. So like,
yeah.
like Silo's one of those where you have to actually watch because they have a lot of silent moments,
Mm,
scenes, and I can't do both.
Okay.
But it is fire.
Somebody asked the one with the alien. I don't know if they're talking about Adolescence or one of the other shows. I don't know, but they said the one with the alien question mark.
Oh, Silo?
No, I think it was when you were talking about Adolescence.
Adolescence doesn't have alien.
Oh, I don't know. Then I don't know.
Oh, surfing?
I really
Oh, no,
felt
no.
that. Like I really thought dude was an alien when BK said that. I was like, why? He's an alien? Dang.
Who?
Wait, right now when you said about adolescence, I was like,
Oh,
what?
the resident.
Oh.
He said the resident.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh. Sorry, Demar J. Sorry, Demar J. I don't know.
Why did you say I'm quiet, Quiddy?
Because you
I'm
watched
here.
Your
yeah.
job.
Oh,
Have you guys seen that meme where it's like you're fired and it's like me pausing my favorite Harry Potter movie? Why?
dang.
No, but when I used to work in the office, that's how I used to do all my conspiracy theory research too, Jay. But I haven't worked in the office in 3 years, so I haven't
Hey,
done
let's
any
go.
conspiracy
Congratulations.
Okay, pop your collar.
theory. I
Yeah.
may be going back to an office soon, though. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh,
That's so funny. But everybody in my office, they just have headphones in. So
yeah,
everybody's doing their own thing, watching their own stuff, listening to their own pods.
correct.
And then, huh?
Mhm.
That's so funny.
Naladeus, shout out to Naladeus. He says, I've been to the Appalachian Trail via Pennsylvania. It's definitely weird.
No. What's
Well,
so
it's-
weird about it? Just kidding.
It's wild, bro. Did y'all see Soft White Underbelly with that inbred family?
Yes.
That's crazy.
They look crazy. Isn't there a couple documentaries on them?
I don't know. I just saw it on.
You watched the episode?
Wait, say it again.
Soft White Underbelly? The YouTube channel.
Yeah.
no.
Where it had I saw the thumbnail,
Hold
but
on.
I didn't actually watch the video.
Soft white underbelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this documentary. Yeah, on YouTube. Yes. I've seen it.
That's
I
crazy.
didn't
That's what
watch
I
it.
think of when I
It
think of
is
the
really crazy.
Appalachian.
That's so sad.
Yikes.
And then there's that other one. What's it called? What's Shorty's name?
Killing the sci-fi streaming.
I don't remember.
Invasion.
There's a movie called Bones or something like that. No.
There's a show called Bones, and there's a movie called Lovely Bones that I know of.
Is it Lovely Bones? Was that one in the Appalachian Mountains?
No.
Oh, then never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say Brooke Nom said Apple TV Plus is silently killing the sci-fi streaming game. Silo, Foundation, and Invasion got sci-fi in a chokehold. LNF said Invasion with fire emojis.
I tried to watch him. You know, I hate having to watch like the first couple episodes because of that character development. I get bored so easily sometimes. So I'll like start a show and then I'll just stop and then change something.
When the ADD kicks in.
Honestly. You gotta grab me first 30 seconds. I'm just kidding. But I'm sure those are good. Somebody said Ted Lasso on Instagram and they just renewed for a second season and I'm so excited. Or third or fourth, I don't know.
I was thinking of Winter Bone.
Really, really good. Huh?
I was thinking of Winter's Bones or Winter's Bone.
What is
That's
that?
with Jennifer Lawrence. It's in the Appalachian Mountains as well.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. My bad.
Oh no, you're fine. I was just rambling.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
What is it about?
Somebody asked, do you think Righteous Gemstones is blasphemy? I've never watched it, so I don't know.
Righteous Gemstones? I don't know what that is.
It's a TV show.
It is?
I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
Let me see.
This is funny though. Everybody's really commenting on these TV shows.
Yeah.
Is it a true story?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't know if it's what do you say?
Blasphemy? Oh, sorry.
What you watch?
A movie about cannibal lovers? No, but there was this guy that Larry was telling us about at work. Liver eating. What was his name?
Did you just Google a liver eating guy?
Yes, because they called him the Liver King. No, it's not him. No, it was this guy who was him and his family were like climbing these mountains and the Indian, I don't know if it was like an Indian reservation or like some Indians. This is a true story. And they killed his family, so he spent the rest of his life there in the mountains killing the specific tribe that killed them, and he would eat their liver like every single time. Well, they called him something, liver eating something. What was his name? And I was like, why would they eat the liver? And then he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, it probably has something to do with like how they value.
It's rich in iron.
No, like the tribe. Like, does their liver mean something spiritually or something, you know? Oh, Mountain Man. That's his name.
Mountain Man.
Liver eating Johnson. Mountain Man. Who allegedly ate the livers of his enemies. That's crazy.
That's a movie?
Oh, they did actually make a movie of it, but it's a real guy.
Oh, I have heard of Mountain Man. I didn't know he was doing
That's
that.
crazy.
But yeah,
Wow,
I don't know.
people are crazy.
For real. We just went down a rabbit hole or
Yes.
what? Cannibal lovers. Was
Yeah, I
that
know what
the
that means. What's he talking about?
I
What
have
you
no
talking about,
idea.
man?
I don't know who he was talking to or about.
Mm.
But anyway, did y'all say everything you wanted to say?
Did y'all speak your piece?
Jay Costa can't wait. Just kidding.
Letting it rock.
Letting it rock because of the engagements. all the TV recommendations.
Exactly.
Creative Network said Bebe's Kids is better than The Lion King. Creative Network, you just wanted to say something. That's okay.
That's mean.
He did.
That's messed up.
Anyway, all
What
right.
did he say?
He said Bebe's Kids is better than The Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
He just wanted to say something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, The Pit is pretty good too.
I've heard.
The Pit's pretty good.
I've heard.
The show, the season is like basically like a 12-hour day. So every episode is like an hour of the day. I think it's pretty good. I think the actors are really good too.
There's a lot of shows out.
Facts. That's why I can't crush my goals.
For real. There's this new show. It's really bad. I feel like it's a wannabe mix between like I don't know, you know how like people there's like people that read people? I don't know what they're called. People that read people's profiles. That's their profession, is like reading people, killers, serial killers, all this stuff. Like they know their profiles and stuff. Basically this girl, she's like a profiler or whatever, and what happened was, so the premise of the show is like the government had this underground or like jail thing that had a bunch of killers and serial killers that people thought were like executed, but turns out they really weren't, and they like a huge explosion happened at that site, so they escaped. So then they hired this girl who is the profiler, and she's trying to like find these killers like one by one, so that they don't go out and kill and stuff. But the script is so bad. I'm just like, bro, the writing is horrible. Like
cheesy or what?
Yeah, it's cheesy, but it just feels like so like surface level. Like, and it seems like it's trying to be like, I don't even know.
It's like a Tubi movie or something.
I guess it's a show, but yeah, it just seems like it's not good. And then I saw on like Rotten Tomatoes, not that that's like the end all be all standard, but like it was like 9% or something like that. Like it's really bad. Damn. Like the budget is there, but just like the writing is so bad. I'm like, oh, this is not good.
So speaking of, because you mentioned that, did you guys hear that Argentina is about to declassify some Nazi archives, and the United States government, through a covert program known as Operation Paperclip, helped smuggle Hitler to Argentina, and the skull, the bones that Russia has of Hitler's skull is actually a woman's skull, not a man's skull. And it's believed that he had 2 daughters while he was in Argentina.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've been lied to by the U.S. government.
What else is
Wow.
So imagine.
Bruh.
So imagine, instead of extinct wolves, they use that technology to bring back the
People?
Aryan goat.
That's crazy. Aryan goat is crazy, but he'd be a baby.
He'd be a billy goat.
But he wasn't even Aryan.
No, he wasn't, right? Because he had dark hair.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's crazy.
But I'm sure there's some people who would want to bring him back.
JAEisLA, have you heard
Kanye?
Wow. JAEisLA, have you heard any theories about Hitler visiting Antarctica?
No.
Go ahead and add that one to the to the list.
No, but I've heard a lot of theories about Antarctica, like the hole in the center of
of the Earth.
Yeah. That was some guy from the Navy. Flew through it or something like that. Yeah.
Robert Byrd.
Yeah.
Or Richard Byrd in Operation High Jump, I believe it was called.
Come on, you know your
That's
stuff.
one of my favorite theories. I'm just telling you, that's one of my favorite theories because we don't need to get into it here, but that's one of my favorite theories for sure.
Yeah. So so be on the lookout for that Argentina declassification of those archives.
That's crazy.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually got I think 2 towns in Argentina that look just like Germany. So I mean there definitely is a German population there. And we know Operation Paperclip was real because the U.S. government took those people and put them in the FBI, CIA, and NASA. The scientists, I mean. So it's possible.
That's wild. Okay.
Crazy.
So yeah. You got your weekly dose of conspiracy theories and
TV shows,
TV suggestions, everybody.
JAEisLA keeps getting lower and lower.
Sinking into the chair lower.
But all right. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
I think just the word of the day. I think we good. Chat, you still with us?
Here you go, Jimmy. Go ahead.
Let your fountain be blessed and rejoice in the wife of your youth, a lovely deer, a graceful doe. Let her breast fill you at all times with delight. Be intoxicated always in her love. Proverbs 5:1. Oh no, 5:18 through 19. My bad. So on that note, thank you for tapping in. Make sure you hit the like button. You know what I mean? Leave a comment. Share this with a friend. You know what I mean? And
there you go.
Get to subscribe, man. Don't forget to become a member. You know what I mean? For exclusive. Maybe we should do the TV stuff for members only. So it'll be like the 3 of us. It'll be like me, Rique, and LNF.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, maybe you should join, Jay. You know what I mean? It's cheap, bro. It's not even that expensive. It's like,
how much?
A cup of coffee a day,
Well,
not anymore. Not anymore.
The taros now,
A cup of coffee in Kentucky.
Yeah, in Kentucky. Yeah. Kentucky coffee.
There we go. All right. Well, good. All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace. I can't believe we did 136 today.
That's crazy.
Good job, Jay.
I can't believe I let it happen.
I know.
That's what LNF. You see LNF?
This
is
growth.
I cannot.
I'm proud of you.